If I know you, I know you've done all the things. You've done the mindset work, the visualization, the vision boards. You've taken courses. You've watched all of the videos on how to create the life that you desire. You might even be aware of some of your blocks or limited beliefs, but yet money still doesn't flow with ease. And when it does, you're having to work really hard to make that happen. Rest is a luxury. It's not a way of life for you. And when you do try to rest, it comes with some discomfort or some guilt. It's only a luxury that you get to experience once in a while. And the reason why I know this is because I was you. It's simply that your nervous system and your brain are not currently wired to match the version of you that lives her truest self. So let's fix that. There was a time where I had a very successful business and I looked the part of a very successful business owner. But inside, I was exhausted. Rest was a luxury, not a way of life. I was doing so much for that success. My nervous system was dysregulated. I had a scarcity and survival mindset, despite the fact that I was selling thousands and thousands and I had made over $1 million in my business. I was juggling all the balls, and if one of them fell, the whole thing was going to fall apart. Truly, my success came with burnout. And not just that, but I'm neurodivergent, so I was trying to fit into a box that truly did not belong to me. I was not working with my flow and my rhythm. I was fighting against who I am. What changed? I created what I now called the Neurospiritual Method, and that rewired everything. And what made it so successful and so unique is that it is a pioneered blend of neuroscience, brain-based tools, and energetics. I have a background in applied neuroscience at the master's level, and I'm an expert in somatic breathwork for nervous system regulation. And before the Neurospiritual Method, I had tried it all, just like you. You've tried the strategy. You've tried mindset. You've tried manifestation hacks. You've tried subconscious reprogramming, but none of it sticks to give you the life that you desire, because the missing part is the integration of that neuroscience with the energetics. So the Neurospiritual Method is not another mindset program. It is the intersection of neuroscience and energetics to rewire your brain, your subconscious, and your nervous system. And what results is that you shift your identity into one that can receive $10,000 to $100,000 a month with ease while doing less. And it's a very unique approach in that it is not led through masculine energy, which is exhausting for a woman to constantly be in her masculine energy. It is led by your feminine safety and flow, your feminine energy. So it has a very deep evidence-based understanding of your identity, your nervous system, and your brain, making it completely different than any other program that exists. Here's how we help you shift your identity. We use 3 parts: the repatterning, the decoding, and the stabilizing. The decoding is looking into what your current subconscious beliefs and programmings are. And we uncover what is hidden to you, but it's been running there in the background, keeping you in the same loop. The repatterning is a brain rewiring that also will shift your subconscious mind so that you embody a wealth identity. And the stabilizing is regulating your nervous system so that you step into that growth with ease and start living a life that is calm, restful, doing a lot less, and still successful. One example of this is Johanna. I remember having the discussion with her, trying to determine if she was a good fit for the mastermind. And when she was telling me about her business, she literally had hives that were showing up. It was not safe in her body to build the success that she desired. When she came into the mastermind and we started the decoding, the repatterning, and the stabilizing work, she was able to step into success feeling very regulated. But here's the thing, because she was shifting her identity, doing the process of the neurospiritual method, opportunities were showing up. She ended up signing the most contracts she had ever signed on the first or second month of being in the mastermind and doing the process. But what's most important is that she's having that kind of success with a much more regulated system, with more rest, with more ease, and doing less, and in rhythm to her neurodivergency. And then there's Glenda. So Glenda is this amazing woman. She was actually our chef for my recent retreat, and she's in the mastermind. She truly did not believe that she could make money doing what she loves, which is being a vegan chef. By the third or fourth month of being in the mastermind, she was making the most money she had ever made in her life doing what she loves. Not only was she the vegan chef for the retreat, but she also participated in it. And after the retreat, she told me that for the first time in her life, she has gotten to experience what it's like to have success and to feel at ease, to have that rest, to not have the burnout and the overwhelm that used to be part of her life. And then there's Jennifer. Jennifer does amazing work for women. She's very clear in her life purpose, but she wasn't making enough money. And she really wanted to be able to support her family and to help her partner. By around the fourth or fifth month of the neurospiritual method, she has sold out of her program in less than 2 weeks. Because what happens is when we do the decoding, the repatterning, the stabilizing, we are shifting you into identity of wealth. And from that identity, you then become that version of you that can receive $10,000 to $100,000 months consistently while doing less and working in your own rhythm. Is exactly what I did and who I became through the neurospiritual method. Your first step is applying for a clarity call to see if you qualify. When you apply, you'll have a conversation with me. We will go over what are your goals, what are the blocks preventing it, and where your next steps are. And if you're ready to step into the identity of wealth, then apply today. Spots are limited, and I'd love to see you there.